All right, Ann, let's go to headline number 2.
All right.
GNC is expanding a food delivery pilot they began testing last year called Real Eats. Yummy. According to Chain Store Age, the vitamins and supplement retailer started the pilot 1 year ago in 3 markets: Pittsburgh, which always seems to be in these test markets, DC, and of course, Florida, the ubiquitous test market for sure.
Yes.
And is now delivering its meal options across the United States, or plans to deliver them across the entire United States. GNC's Real Eats features exclusive healthy meal bundles through partnerships with the eponymously named Real Eats. So proud I finally got to use the word eponymously. I probably didn't say that right anyway in the sentence.
What does that mean?
It means basically of the same name, like derived by the same name. But
So
anyway,
it's a wasted
GNC's
word.
Real Eats is by Real Eats. Yeah, it's just that. It's to reference that fact that's
Okay.
happening. Anyway, super
You
nerdy.
get your quarter for using that
Yeah,
word.
super nerdy, and I'm just glad I finally got to use it and probably said it wrong. The service offers more than 60 different assortments, as well as options for consumers with dietary preferences, such as meat-free or lower-calorie options. And the
Yes.
fitness aficionado that you are, you going to be going to GNC and gobbling some of these meal kits up?
I don't know that I will be specifically, but you mentioned like as a gym owner and having worked with multiple providers multiple times, I can tell you that this efficiency of having specific meals, the people that are going to GNC, that are going to these gyms, like they have very specific dietary needs. And the best way to do that, the most convenient way to do that for many people is subscribing to some sort of meal delivery service, because trying to like buy all the ingredients, make it at home, like it involves a full day of meal prep which many people don't have. So I think this is a really smart pivot for GNC. I think that the GNC customer is benefiting because, like I said, they're saving a trip. They're having this extra convenience because, most importantly, you can do this food delivery order alongside other GNC things. So when you're doing subscribe and save or whatever it might be that you have with GNC, you just add the food into your basket and you get it the next week. You're earning loyalty points across both platforms on very high ticket items. So I think that makes sense. But the thing that I'll watch out for, which we watch out for in any of these meal delivery services, is looking at flexibility in scheduling, because this is order on Wednesday, get the next like Tuesday or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And then also what other variety of options you have. Like, can I pick this up in store? How do you allow for flexibility in scheduling? And then also taste. And, they have 60 items right now. I think that's going to have to flex too, because that gets to be tired after a while.
Yeah, it really does. That is a problem with the meal kits in general. The point that I hadn't thought about too is like the routine nature of the GNC shopper. Like they're a very routinized crew.
Very.
Like they live their lives by the hour, by the minute, very much focused on what's going into their body particularly. But I mean, not for me, and I like it a lot too. It was one of those like, never thought about this before, but it makes sense for GNC, right? Like it hits you over the face like that,
Right.
But the question for me, as well, that I would add, the little wrinkle I'd add to it, the kind of and one is, especially with all the news around Blue Apron and Walmart recently, is why hasn't a meal kit company gone out and set a white label meal solutions like this for multiple grocers, right? Like, maybe one has, we just haven't heard about it, but I kind of doubt it. But it seems like a smart way to get economies of scale without trying to die on your sword as a brand in what is likely, as we've seen, a very tough business to stand alone within.
Right.
Like, why hasn't that happened? I don't understand. It seems like a smart move. It seems like whoever this, what is it, Real Kits?
Real Eats.
Real Eats, excuse me. Sorry for that mistake. Seems like it's just seems like a natural no-brainer.
Well, I think that the thing that people are trying to do, or we've seen grocers, like what Kroger was trying to do, is trying to bring in like the local angle to this, which is, as we've found out, is very hard to scale, which is, why I think GNC is going with a company like this, that it's not like day of meals. It's all sous vide. You put the sous vide. Each item is in its own packet, and you boil it. You sous vide it.
You're a big fan
you
of
don't microwave it unless you absolutely have
to. You're a big
to.
fan of the sous vide. Yeah, you're right. And then we've also seen the ghost kitchen angle, which we almost talked about this week. Walmart opening up their ghost kitchen down in Plano, Texas, which is another kind of variation on this theme. But and it's getting hot in here. Do we turn on the air conditioner? I feel like Nelly. It's getting hot in here.
What?
If it's hot, I'm hot. But let's keep on rolling, because these headlines are going to get hotter as we go along.
That was a lot of work for a transition. I hope everybody appreciates that.